Now, we all start the new year with the best of intentions when it comes to eating right, but could we be sabotaging our weight loss by turning to the wrong foods?
I just had Doritos. Health and fitness expert Amelia Burton is here to help us to avoid these food traps, meals. There's so much conflicting information. What's healthy, what's not.
I know.
Where are we going wrong?
I know. It's so sad because I see this so often with clients where what happens is they're trying really hard. They think they're doing all the right things, but they're not seeing the results on the scales. They get demotivated, probably fall off the wagon when it's some really easy to fall into traps that if you know what they are, they can be easily avoided. But they make a big difference.
Well, a lot of foods are marketed as diet foods, aren't they?
Yeah.
But which ones aren't actually diet foods? Like, which ones are the worst offenders?
Well, I'm going to show you a meal plan right now. And when you look at this meal plan, you're going to think, this looks like a pretty healthy meal plan to me. But let me talk you through it, see if you can pick up on some of the traps. So this is one of my clients' meal plans that we looked at, who she wasn't happy with the results that she was getting. She was having toasted granola in the morning with low-fat strawberry yogurt and an orange juice. Then for morning tea, she was having a protein bar. Like, surely that's got to be better than a muffin or a cake with a cappuccino. Then she was having a store-bought Thai beef salad for lunch. Salad, that's got to be good, right? Afternoon tea, she was having trail mix of nuts and dried fruit with a nice tea, better than chocolate bar or Doritos, David. And for dinner, she was not even having any dessert. She was just having a diet meal.
Right.
Now, let me tell you that this, what you're looking at here...
Is there vodka in the orange juice?
No, there's not vodka.
That's where she's going wrong.
That's only on mornings. No, so one of the things, let's look at, number one, the fat content in this actually is spot on. So the fat's good. There's 2,000 extra kilojoules in this over and above the daily recommended amount. Now, that's half an hour of running. That's so that's already over the daily recommended amount.
Because it doesn't look like that much.
But there is. So and then when I talk about the sugar, 36 teaspoons of sugar, the daily recommended amount is 6, and there's twice as much salt. So that low-fat yogurt has more sugar, like a portion of low-fat strawberry yogurt has more sugar than a Mars bar.
They should make it taste like a Mars bar. They should make the yogurt. Make the yogurt taste like a Mars bar. Fat diet yogurt, Mars bar. You're welcome.
Okay. So what I'd like to show you now is a healthy option.
Yes, please do.
That's very similar. Okay. So if we look at the healthy option here, we're having untoasted muesli.
What's that green stuff there?
Okay, with a veggie juice, or you remember, instead of having a fruit juice, don't ever buy those store-bought fruit juices. They have virtually no nutrients in them. If you're going to have a juice, get a freshly squeezed juice. David, do you remember my rule about juices?
Juices.
Two root, one fruit.
What?
2 root, 1 fruit. So
How
remember,
could I possibly forget that?
remember, for vegetable juice, for example, you want to have carrot, ginger and apple. So you only want to ever have one bit of fruit in the veggie juice. And when it comes to yogurt, have low fat, but have the unsweetened yogurt. Don't have the sweetened yogurt. Morning tea, we're going to swap the protein bar for rice cakes with cottage cheese, low-fat cottage cheese. And on we go. That will save you, just there, that will save you an hour of running a day, 2 hours of swimming or 3 hours of walking. It saves you a whopping 4,000 kilojoules a day, 18 teaspoons of sugar, 38 grams of fat. So just by making those few little tweaks, going untoasted muesli, instead of getting the store-bought salad, you make your own salad. You know, if we had all day, I would like to actually go into detail about each of those, but they're all those little tiny traps that you can fall into that add up and make a really big difference.
Yeah, when you're actually sort of kidding yourself a little bit, aren't you?
Yeah.
Stay away from the diet foods. All right, thank you for that, Amelia.
Thanks so much.
2 root, 1 fruit.
That's it. Coming up.